Hi everyone, the following is going to be a triple play order for CenturyLink Legacy Qwest. It's an address located in the Legacy Qwest territory. It's going to include the Prism TV service, and it's going to be for a new customer. So when you do a new customer, you only need to get the zip code, street address, and unit number if applicable. You don't need any other information since they're a new customer and their contact information. Okay, so I submitted the qualify address and contact information. Legacy Qwest is available. I'm going to move into the qualification results tab. First things to notice on the qualification results tab, it's like the other providers. With the ordering tool, you have the radio buttons on the top, so you can select or deselect the type of packages that you want. That way you can cancel out double plays, triple plays, and just look at single plays. So they're available here as well. The main differences with other providers when it comes to CenturyLink is that they have a lot of promotional prices and regular prices information for new customers. So the promotional price for this package, which is the triple play, it's $172.94, and it's what's showing under the prices bar, if you can see on the column. And then for the regular price, which it's next to the red lettering, is $212.99. If I was to click on this package, again, first things that should be noticeable right away, the green button turns on because I'm ready to move on to the customization aspect of the order. If I unselect the package, it's going to turn it back red and it's grayed out, so I'm not able to continue. Okay, so I'm going to select it again. I am on the sales engine demo environment. This may have some issues that still need to be fixed or that are not applicable to production. One thing that I'm noticing is that my promotional price is showing up twice on the monthly price and promotional price. This might be an issue that still needs to be fixed in this environment, but most likely be already working correctly in production. So when the agents get to place the orders, they should be seeing the monthly price and then the monthly promotional price. There's a lot of elements within this page that the agent has available that can help give information to the customer, and that can also they can use as selling points. For example, there is a features link like in the other providers interfaces. So if they click on the feature link, it's going to give them a full screen pop-up. They can scroll down and they can get information about the internet service, the TV service. What I really like about this one is that it gives you a very detailed information about the contract and the promotional price. So this is very important when it comes to CenturyLink products, that the agents are aware of where to find information about commitments, contracts, pricing, because it's going to be a recurring topic on the orders with CenturyLink Legacy Qwest. So they can find it here, and plus they also have a lot of information available for them on a DocuWiki. Okay, so they can close this either by clicking on the black area outside the box or by clicking on close. There is a promo disclaimer on most of the packages where a promotion applies next to the features link. Now when you click on this one, it's a little different. It doesn't give you the full screen pop-up. It's just going to give you a smaller pop-up, kind of like a info pop-up, like a little cloud that shows up next to the promo disclaimer button. And it can be considered selling points that the agent can use with the customer. Maybe if they get information that the customer will like a DVR, they have a HD TV, they can see here really quickly, clicking on these buttons, if the promotion that they're looking for or the bundle they're looking for would apply to what the customer is looking for. So that's very useful for them. I do want to point out that currently when they click on the promo disclaimer, it shows up. They want to make sure that they click on it again to close it. Otherwise, if they click on it and scroll down, you see how it lines up with other packages. This can be very confusing to an agent, especially if they were to open another disclaimer, promo disclaimer. Like if you click on it, if they open another one, it's gonna actually overlap, and it just can look really messy at the end. So they want to make sure that they click on it to close it. Otherwise, they're gonna have to look again for the original promo disclaimer to click on it, and It can get really messy. Hopefully this gets fixed pretty quick, but if it doesn't, the agent should know that by clicking on it again to close it, they shouldn't have any issues. Okay, so I'm ready to move forward into the customization page, and I'm gonna click on customize products. Here we go. So now I'm in the customization aspect of the ordering interface. On this tab, first thing that the agent should notice is that features link is still available for them. It's a blue button on the top left corner. If they click on it, it's the same full screen pop-up with the information. So before, with other providers, when they used to click on this one and then move forward, they didn't have it available. So as you can see, it is available on the next tab. It doesn't have all the information that was included in the original features tab that was on the qualification results tab, but it's something there that the agents can use. If the customer has questions and they want to go back in and get that information, they won't have to move all the way back into the qualification results by restarting the order, because they can't just move back and open it. They still have a features link on this tab. So again, you can close it by clicking outside of the box. First part of the ordering process in the customizations tab, it's the pricing options. This has to be selected, so sometimes the customers will have different options depending on the package that's selected. In this triple play, there's only one pricing option. It's the $172.94 per month. And then it gives you information about the lockdown of the pricing for 12 months with the commitment, and a quick recap of what's included on the package. There is information about regular price, so they can make the automatic comparison between regular and promotional and maybe show the difference of the value of the package being ordered. Then there's the activation fee information, and again contract details, which are very important, including termination fees that the customer may have to pay if they were to terminate their service before the agreement. So I'm gonna select it, and now after I do select the package, it actually shows over here on the right on the card. It updated the card, and now it does show the monthly price at $212.99, which is the regular price, and the monthly promotional price is $172.94, which is the price that was selected, the only option available. And the total initial fee is $27.50, which is also in this section. Okay, so that section has been selected. It's the first required section on this order. So now I'm going to move to the next item on the list, which is required services. And services has to do with the installation on this package. So it says, please select tech install to ensure fastest possible speed available to you for the selected speed. Please pick one item from the list. The field is required, so if there's lettering, the agent should be aware that this is required in order to turn on the prepare order button and continue with the order. There's three options. There's the professional tech installation for one computer, professional tech installation with two computers, professional tech installation with three computers plus the Prism. So it's three options that the customer has. I'm noticing that the pricing is the same for all three. This might be because of the triple play. It can also be due to these being placed on the demo environment, so the information might not be up to date or accurate or being pulled directly from the system since it's a test environment. If I click on the one computer installation, it doesn't increase the fee, so there's no additional fees being added. If I select the setup for two computers, no additional fees being added. For three computers, no additional fees being added. So whatever the fee it is here, it should be added to the card, and it should be automatically updated. In this case, all of them are zero. So, I mean, if this was the true case scenario, I would select three computers since there's no extra fees. And this is how I'm going to place this order with three computers. It is showing down here on the options and fees for the cart. However, it's not adding any fees, but that's because it has nothing underneath. It's $0 once and shipping fee none, monthly price none. Now there shouldn't be a shipping fee because there's a professional installation. So this is why it's not showing any fees. Modem options is the next item in the list, and for the modem option, we have to lease the Prism modem, and as you can see, there's a $0 fee, no shipping fee as well. So if I click on it, which is required, it's gonna add it under the options and fees summary, and no extra fees are being added to my monthly promotional price or monthly regular price. Okay, so I've selected the pricing option, the required services, the modem fee, and now we're moving into the optional accessories. This applies to the Prism orders, so this is where you're going to make selections for the TV service. It's going to have items such as Prism DVR service. The way they're represented, it doesn't actually mean that all of them have to do with the TV service. What I'm noticing is that the CenturyLink East protects your service, which is not a TV option. It's a bundle option. I mean, it's a protection for the bundle, but let's click on the info to see what exactly is for. Free online backup, security and support services automatically provided with high-speed internet. So it's actually for the internet service. And when you click on that it's going to give you detailed information in a full screen pop-up, so you can get more detailed information about what you're looking at. This is very useful because when you're speaking with the customer must say, what is the CenturyLink at East standard, or what is the Prism DVR service, what is Prism HD service, like how much is it per month. So as you can see, CenturyLink East standard regular price $9.99, and then there's the CenturyLink East advanced service, which is $14.99, and it gives you a pretty quick summary of what the service entails. So I'm gonna close it. I'm not gonna add it in this order, but that if I was to add it, it should increase my fees on the cart. So I should like $9.99. That's gonna increase my fees by $9.99, and you can actually see it changing and being added right here on the summary. Again, I'm gonna unselect it. So this is for the internet. The CenturyLink at East protects your service. The other three have to do with the TV selection. So what's required for in regards to TV? Prism DVR service. There's the Prism TV DVR service. It's $0 a month. In this selection, again, I did pick the highest tier package, so it might be it could be most likely a promotion where you're not paying any extra for that service. So if I click on the it says regular price $8.99, promotional price $0 monthly. So yeah, so it's a promotional price. So home DVR Prism TV, receive first 3 months of DVR service free. Prism completes. Receive first 12 months of DVR service. Prism Premium free for life, monthly fee. So it's free for life with the premium package that I'm selecting. But as you can see, this next to the selection, it's great because you click on it and you get a full detailed explanation of the fees, including how it's going to be broken down if it's different type of packages. So I'm going to select it since it's not going to charge me any extra. Now I do notice that it's increasing my fees on the cart. It actually says 0 and it should stay at 0 because this is the premium where I would get it for life, free for life. So when I click on it, it's being added to the cart under options and fees, $8.99. And that $8.99 is also being added to my 172 and my 212. So that's actually going to 181.93 and 221.98, which adds up correctly. So I'm being added fees for that, even though it should not. Once it is in production, again, this is in the demo environment, so it's most likely not acting the way it should. But the agents should feel comfortable and know that this is going to work the way it should once it is released. Now for the Prism HD service, same as the DVR service, you can add it and it shows for $0 a month. Let's see what the explanation is. So promotional price is $0 a month. Prism TV customers receive HD free for 3 months. So it's actually free for 3 months. Okay, let me see. Subscribe Prism Complete and Prism Premium and receive. Okay, so it's for life as well. So this is something that I'm pretty sure that when I add it on the card, it's gonna increase my fees, and it is increasing it by its price, which is the $11.99 in this case. But it should be free as well. So my price is going up, but in reality, it should be staying at the 172 and 94 cents because these services, according to the description of the HD and DVR service, should be free. The next section is the Prism TV set-top box. So this is the one of the most important parts of the selections in regards to TV service, because this is where you're going to select the number of receivers, set-top boxes for the home. So I'm going to say I have 2 TVs on this order. So if I click on the set-top box, it's going to give you the pricing, which is $8.99 for the set-top boxes. And then once you do that, it actually going to open another drop-down option, and here's where you get to choose the number of receivers. You can do all the way to 7, up to 7 receivers on this interface. I'm going to select 2, and this should do it times 2, so it's $17.98. So it's going to be the $8.99, which is around $9. So it's going to be, yep, it's $17.98 times 2, slightly below $18.02 for 2 TVs. I'm going to click on the eye just to see the description. It's $8.99, promotional price $8.99. First set-top box included. Additional receivers are required for each TV that will be used with this service. First 4 total receivers are installed for free, and additional 40 installation charge applies to each receiver after the first 4 receivers. So all set-top boxes are HD free. Okay, this information is going to be covered more in detail with further training material and with additional support material on the Docker Wiki. But just so the agents are aware how this works on the ordering tool, they would select this box and then they'll be able to add the additional receivers. Now, I did say that 1 receiver was included. Again, on future videos, not on future videos, but on future training materials, we'll make sure and cover with the agents if 1 set-top box is included already, whether they'll have to add 1 or 2 in case a second TV is being added to the home. So this is going to be further explained later on, but just for training purposes and introduce the agents to the ordering tool, for now we just want to show them how the interface looks. Okay, so I've done my TV selections. They're all showing still red. I mean, this is the demo environment. I don't know. I'm not sure yet whether this will be greened out once the selections are made. I'm pretty sure there's going to be something that's going to show that it's been completed, but for now it has been completed, even though they're red, the lettering. I've actually completed the selections for TV service. So we are at a point where we have completed all the customizations aspect of the order. Now what it's left is gathering the customer information in order to do the account verification, and this is a new customer, so they have 2 options. And before I move into that, again, my first name, last name has been auto-populated based on the information that was gathered on the qualification results tab. Email address and contact phone number. Now the date of birth, we got to make sure that the agent knows how they're entering the date of birth. They can either type it in, press enter, as long as they use the correct format. And as you can see, I made a mistake on this one. It says I need 10 characters and I'm missing the 2012. Whoops. I click on the product customizations and I actually closed the entire page, but you can open it in case this happens. I mean, it's good that it happened here, that we can show the agents that if this happens to them, it's not because there's an error in the page, it's probably because they click accidentally like I did on products customizations. And it closed the entire page, but you can still open it by clicking on it again. Okay, so I input the entire year. I'm just going to make sure that I put a old enough year for this. Okay, so 12/31/2078, which is in the future, and I was not born in the future, so 1978. There we go. And here they can get information about the correct format to enter it. Does not allow you to continue. Make sure that month in. Okay, so they'll get an explanation on how to enter the date of birth in case they're not doing it correctly. Now they also have the option for the calendar. It's not the usual calendar that has been used on with other providers' interfaces, but it's pretty simple. You can move backwards with the years and decades, so the 80s, the 70s, and then they just make the selection of the year and then the month, and then they can just select the year and the day. And actually, I've entered the wrong format before. You do need to put it in dash, and that was actually with the I when I noticed it as well. So I'm learning at the same time as I place this order. Okay, so now we're going to go to the account verification type. There's the two options available with legacy Qwest customers. They can do the social security number or driver license number. Again, this is different than CenturyLink territory customers where they can only use the social security number option. So since I have the availability of using the driver license number, I could actually use it, but I'm just going to go ahead and use a fake social security number in this case. There we go. I put the right amount of numbers and enter the correct social security number. If you enter less than the required, you're going to see a please enter at least 9 characters. You cannot, you can actually type in the number. There we go. So it's been entered, the 9 digits, and it's green. And as you can notice, once I complete doing the social security number, the prepare order turns green, which means I'm ready to move forward. If I erase it, it turns red, which means I cannot move forward. So I'm ready to move forward. And the next information that, if applicable, might need to be updated is the shipping address. So in case something needs to be shipped to the customer, such as a modem or installation equipment, this is where they would include the shipment address, and the billing address is where they would give their billing information. So I'm just going to leave everything the way it is. I'm not going to update my shipping address and billing address. I'm just going to assume that it's going to be the same location, and I'm going to move forward by clicking on the prepare order. So again, the fees are showing a little higher than what they are because it is adding the fees for the accessories for the TV services. So I'm going to move forward by clicking on prepare order. Credit check for the new customer. Okay, so we have actually seen a result. So you can see review order is not spinning anymore and it's grayed out. I'm still in the customizations tab. What this means is that this customer has to pay an advance fee, and they have to select the appointment. So legacy Qwest appointments are available here. You can see the selections they offer, not in a calendar format. Right now it's just showing the dates in the month, day, and year format, and then the time for the installation. So 9/17/2013, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. it's the window for the installation, and then there's the different options. So I'm just going to go ahead and select the 23rd in this case. For the appointments, you want to always select reappointment if it is given as an option. You want to select the appointment given. There might be cases where the system does not return an appointment. If that happens, then select please contact me to schedule an appointment, but only do that in cases where the system is not sending you information for appointments. If it does, just go ahead and select an appointment for the customer. Other than that, select the please contact me to schedule an appointment if it doesn't. And what this means is that CenturyLink would contact the customer to set up the appointment. Something needs to be completed in order to set up the appointment. Maybe the system's not sending installation dates because it crashed on their side, or maybe there's some miscommunications between the systems in regards to that, or maybe it's just normal that it doesn't show up appointments for certain locations. That's when you select please contact me to schedule an appointment. But if we wanted to improve the number of installations, it's gonna highly bump our probabilities of getting that service installed if we select an actual installation date. So always select the installation date available when it's provided. There's a payment of $125 that's required, so now the card information for the payment has to be gathered. In this case, I'm going to use a Visa card, and let me get the information for that fake Visa card that I'm using. Okay, so okay, so you cannot actually you can't enter more than 16 digits for a Visa card. You actually have to enter the right amount. As you can see, it turns green. If I try to enter more digits, it won't let me. So it's taking the actual amount of digits required for the Visa card. It does start to green out at around 13 digits. So the agents want to be aware of this. Just because they get a green highlight doesn't mean that they actually enter the right amount. They want to always double check this and make sure that they're entering the correct number of digits for the card. That way there's no errors or mistakes, and they don't have to spend time doing the same thing all over again because they made a human error. So once you enter the credit card number, then the next option that is required is the expiration date. I'm going to use 2013, December 2013. So as you can see, as I go completing each field, it's actually getting rid of the this field is required lettering. Name on the card, I'm going to use the same name I use for the order. And this is something that it's different with Legacy Qwest. When you enter the card information, is that customer relation. It's saying if it's a self, spouse, roommate, parent, partner, or other. I'm just going to use the self option here, and we'll provide more information in regards to this field, so that way the agents know if they actually can use the other field, so when they're speaking directly to someone else, or when the card from a parent or a roommate is being used. So that will be covered as part of the training, but for now they should just know that the field for customer relation does give you different options in regards to the card. And then there's the billing address for the card. So this is a billing address related to this card, not the billing address where they want to receive the billing information for the service. So they want to update this if the card is linked to a different location, not the address where they're getting the service. They want to make sure that they update this with the current address that is linked with the card. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and submit this as it's ready to move forward. Review order. That's going to move me into the review and submit order tab. Okay, so as we move forward into the review and submit tab, it's going to give us Legacy Qwest review order. So we have customer information. Pretty much it's very similar to the other providers' interfaces. Ordering interfaces when you get to this page. So it's got the billing information, my name, the address, the service phone number, the contact phone number, the email address, the regular price, the promotional price, total monthly fees, initial one-time fees. A lot of the information here, again, it might not be authenticating the way it should because this is in a demo environment, but it's nothing that it's going to be that different once it's released on production. So this is a very good example of what the agents should expect to see in production. Then the monthly fees are broken down in the next section. You have the name of the package, the regular price. So it's actually rounding up to $212.99 as the regular price. This is actually the promotional price, and it's rounding it up to $212. I'm seeing a mismatch between the information here and the card. I don't want to go more into detail into that because again I'm doing it on demo environment, so it might be something that doesn't even affect production. But we'll make sure and we will make sure that we provide the right communication to the agents and to the trainers so they know exactly what to expect on these pages. It does break down the fees for the Prism TV, DVR service, the HD service. Additional Prism TV set boxes, $8.99 each. It is providing the fees, but it's not breaking it down by the number of TVs that were added. So as we see here in the card, there were 2 TVs. Right over here is showing just the monthly fee for one, when it was $17.98, because that was actually being multiplied times 2 because I selected 2 TVs. So again, a lot of the communication here might not be accurate because of the environment in which this video is being done, but nonetheless, this video is very specific to what the agents should expect on the real ordering tool once it's ready for release. So I'm going to go ahead and click on submit the order. Everything seems complete and all the information seems to be having completed the right way. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on submit. It should not have any issues. Okay, so the order is being submitted. And this might take a little while. Oop, here we go. It was a lot quicker than I expected. So the order confirmation number, it's created. Here's the order confirmation number. Customer provided credit card payment for the payment. Oh, so we get a message here that the customer, provided a credit card payment for deposit or appointment, but payment process system was down. So it says that the customer will be contacted within 2 business days for payment. So in case this happens for reals, this is actually a message that would be sent by the CenturyLink Legacy Qwest system, and this is what the agent should inform the customer. There seems to be messages that the system would automatically produce depending on the scenario, like this one. So we'll have these messages, more information about these messages available on the DocuWiki and on training materials, so the agents are aware of what to do in those cases. In this case, they would just have to inform the customer of what happened, but that they don't have to worry about anything because CenturyLink will take care on their back end and contact them to confirm the order and to complete the payment. The CenturyLink work order number, it's right underneath that message, and then there's the new phone number. Here's where the new phone number will be provided for the phone service, and the appointment date 9/23/2013. I do see that it's missing the time of the appointment, the window, so maybe that's something that we can ask to be enhanced and added on this review and submit tab. That way the agent can go again over the window for the installation. And other than that, it's pretty much the same summary that was seen before I submitted the order. So this does it for a triple play with Prism service for a new customer at a Legacy Qwest address. Next video would be for an existing customer. So you can look forward for that video. Thanks.